Sometimes it takes a vampire hunter to make you think about your prejudices. You're listening to the VG Thought Commune Podcast.
Welcome to the first Commune Podcast. Each month we pick a game and try to play it together. This month, it's Master of Darkness for the Sega Master System, also known as Vampire. But first, let me introduce the communers present for this podcast. First up, there's Shouty.
Hello.
And, how have you been doing?
I'm doing pretty well right now.
I guess that's good. Next we got Wario Fan.
I hope
Hello.
How have you been doing?
I've been just peachy.
That's keen. And, finally we got Zanrio. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, something like that. It's just a word I made up, so it doesn't matter that much.
And, how have you been doing?
Yeah, not good.
Alright, looks like we're all doing pretty good. So, before we head in on Master of Darkness, I thought I'd just, ask, what's up in your gaming lives recently? What have we been playing? I guess, Shouty, you go first?
I've been playing Pokemon Platinum for the Nintendo DS.
That
just
one
recently.
that's a Diamond and Pearl, the third game?
Yeah, third version of Diamond and Pearl.
Is that any good?
I'm mostly just playing it after hearing about the hype for Pokemon X and Y.
Trying to, it gave you a bit of a taste for Pokemon that you needed to
Yeah, pretty much.
satiate. Wario Fan, have you been playing anything?
Oh, yes, I have. I've been enveloped in Persona 4 lately.
Oh no. How long have you had that?
How long have I had it?
Yeah.
Well, gosh, I think I got the game in 2009, but I didn't start playing seriously until like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
So it's finally aged.
Yes. Like a fine wine.
Yeah. Zan, what about you?
Yeah, I just finished Kirby's Epic Yarn.
Oh. What'd you think of it?
It's good. I liked it. It's a bit easy, but those minigames, however, they are hard, some of them.
There's minigames?
Yeah, there's some minigames that you can play. You have to finish them all to get like 100%. Then get some special ritual and stuff.
Are they
You
like
tried
the...
to get gold medals on all levels?
Yeah, I got all the medals. Just minigames
Nice.
left.
So
Yeah.
are the minigames like the Kirby's Adventure things where you have to, like, don't eat the bombs or something?
No, it's like, for example, you have to find all the characters hiding or collect, coin things.
They're more like challenges than mini games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like they take
Challenges.
place in end levels you played through. You gotta do some things.
Return to Dreamland had something similar, didn't it? Like challenge levels?
Yeah, but they didn't take place in levels you played through it. And those were centered around using ability.
Okay.
Which each had a unique obstacle course.
Actually, isn't Epic Yarn the first game since the original not to have an ability?
Yeah, it is. I think so.
Never thought about that.
Well, I don't know. I don't think it had abilities in Kirby's Pinball Land, but I don't think we'll count that.
Nah, he's Ball Kirby.
Fair enough.
Isn't Ball everyone's favorite?
When you look at Master of Darkness in action, it begs to be compared to Castlevania. Let's discuss the prejudices we brought with us when we played Master of Darkness, and whether or not it's productive to hold on to them.
Okay, so I guess we may as well get on into the meat and the potatoes of this podcast. I thought for this episode we would just talk about, I guess personally, my understanding of Master of Darkness is as a Castlevania ripoff. Is that is that the general consensus?
I think maybe not rip off, but more like well, I mean, yeah, I guess rip off, but it's sort of like but like to put a positive spin on it, like maybe just Sega wants to give a Castlevania type game for the Master System after seeing how well it did on NES, and Konami wasn't doing anything for them on Master System for that, so they filled the void themselves.
Okay, I'd say that's appropriate. Shouty, do you like?
I think it's more inspired from Castlevania, not necessarily ripped off. It's almost as if Castlevania had spawned a genre, and maybe Sega wanted to capitalize on it genre, as Warrior Fan said.
So it's more like how Alex Kidd takes after Mario, but isn't necessarily Mario himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess, and Zan, it sounded like you agreed with that?
Yeah, it's the same type of platform game, but that doesn't mean a bad thing.
Yeah, it's, I guess personally, I think it's a little too similar not to be considered a ripoff. How there's, I mean, the stairs, that's a pretty big Castlevania thing. But there are plenty of other, like, just slow-paced action games from that era, like, Legendary Axe and Ask Gen Axe, and probably other games with Axe in the title.
Golden Axe?
Golden Axe?
No,
No,
that
that's a
doesn't
game.
count. So, have we played like a classic Castlevania game, Shady?
Oh, I have never played a classic Castlevania game. No way, that's not true. I played Super Castlevania 4.
Actually, yeah, I should have specified. Personally, I consider classic Castlevania to be NA for the 8 and 16-bit, aside from Super Castlevania. I don't know if that's what... I feel like people generally follow those rules, right?
Oh, alright then. So I have never played a classic Castlevania game.
Because in Super Castlevania 4, you get the 8-way whip that just kind of cuts through everything.
Yeah, it's kind of an evolution of the series.
Yeah. Wario fan, what's your classic Vania experience?
I have played all the NES games and the WiiWare one.
Oh yeah, that's classic Vania. Have you beaten any of them?
I have beaten all of them. Wait,
What?
I don't think I beat Castlevania 3. I think I got to the final boss and just sort of gave up.
Yeah, people typically give up at that point, from what I hear. Zan, have you played any classic Vania?
I played like 2 minutes of one of the games. I haven't really played Castlevania much before, but I'm planning to play it someday.
Someday.
Yeah.
It's I've gotten like halfway through Castlevania 3, and that's about it for me. So it sounds like Wario fan is the Castlevania expert here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So, but it seems like yeah, we have a wide range of Castlevania experience from a little to a lot. So this should be interesting. From from what you've played, how similar is this to Castlevania? And Shouty could, like, yeah, Shouty, how similar is this to Castlevania?
Well, from what I've seen, I think it's pretty similar, except that in Castlevania you have a whip, and you seem to have a more variety of secondary weapons, and it's like each weapon in Master of Darkness seems to be more balanced. Like you have the sword, which is long range, but it doesn't just do as much damage. But you have the axe, which can tear down pretty much any enemy in one hit, but you have to be next to any enemy to use it.
That's an interesting point where you get to choose what main weapon you have. There isn't always that whip you can rely on.
Mm-hmm. You're not always upgrading a whip, and secondary weapons like projectile weapons, they have their own ammo.
Oh, that's right. If you switch weapons, you lose all your ammo.
Mm-hmm.
So, Wario fan, how similar would you say Master of Darkness is to Castlevania?
Pretty similar. You know, I think Shouty already said what I could have said.
Okay, so it didn't make you cringe at any point as someone who's beaten the Castlevania before?
No. I mean, I kind of like that it was a little bit of an easier challenge too. You know, actually.
Didn't make you want to break your controller?
At some points, yeah, but I still liked it for what it was. You know.
I guess, and what was it?
Easy Castlevania on a Sega.
Easyvania.
Yes, Easyvania.
And, Zan, I guess, is this similar to what you've heard of Castlevania?
Yeah, it's pretty similar to what I know about it and what I've seen, and yeah, so it's definitely inspired by it.
After playing, after having started Master of Darkness, would you say you feel like looking into Castlevania now?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so, seems like a fun game then. I guess, everyone else has covered what I could have covered. So you may as well move on to the next part of this
Well, why
question.
don't you add in something anyway?
I could add awkward pauses.
Oh, alright.
Alright, done. So, the more complicated question, though, is, so we've remarked that there are similarities, and maybe this is inspired, maybe it's a ripoff. It's certainly, in some way, related to Castlevania. That's hard to deny. But, at one point, is it unfair to compare Castlevania to Master of Darkness? When we compare Master of Darkness to Castlevania, are we gimping it somehow? Are we, treating it unfairly? Shouty, do you have any thoughts on the matter?
Maybe the whole vampire theme. Wait, are there even any vampires? Yeah, there are vampires.
I think there's one, which is just as many as in Castlevania.
Yeah.
It's a little weird.
Vampire quota.
So maybe making that comparison is kind of unfair, because at the time I think that the thematics for classic games were weren't unvaried as they are today.
Weren't
also
unvaried?
What? Yeah, they weren't as varied as they are today.
Okay.
Also, going upstairs, I think that it's unfair to compare that to Castlevania because, I feel like the stairs are sort of a limitation in that you can't jump on them you can jump off them, but the way that they're like Castlevania is a limitation, not necessarily a ripoff.
So this is, it's just when you only got 2 buttons and an 8-bit console, you really can't do stairs any other way?
Yeah, that's what I think.
I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, why couldn't you use the stairs from Yoshi's Island?
Oh. Yeah. Well, aren't those kind of complicated since Yoshi's always walking on one individual step?
Graphically, yeah, I would give you that. Although it does look like the Master of Darkness guy split tends to line up with the stairs pretty nicely.
Does he? I don't know. As a pixel artist, I can definitely see the desync between the steps and each step of the stair.
Maybe it's just that he only has 2 frames of animation that gets me.
Yeah.
So Wario fan, is it unfair to compare Master of Darkness and Castlevania? Is there a point at which we should stop?
If you're comparing like plot, I suppose. Like well, I mean, I think the general goal is you're going to kill a vampire, but like Master of Darkness has more like cutscenes.
That's true. It's almost like Ninja Gaiden.
Exactly. Now, something else about Master of Darkness is it doesn't all take place in the castle.
That's true. You actually Master of Darkness is kind of cool because you get to explore Victorian era London, which really doesn't happen in video games still. What are the tiny little boats you ride on in the first world called?
The what?
Rafts.
Are those rafts? I thought those were those things that you see in like Venice.
Oh, gondola.
Yeah, are those gondolas?
I don't know. Are there gondolas in London?
Maybe they're 8-bit gondolas.
I thought they're just boats.
Oh, fine.
You know, I've never been to Victorian era Thames. That is how you pronounce it, right?
Victorian?
What? DeLorean?
Yeah, DeLorean area Thames.
What? Oh, Victorian. I thought you were suggesting we use a DeLorean to visit Victorian.
Maybe we can do it for the next podcast.
Podcasting live from the 19th century.
We'll just have to bring internet connection with us.
No problem, right? So Zan, I guess this is sort of a weird question for you, but is there do you think it's possible to malign Master of Darkness by comparing it to Castlevania?
Well, I would not sure what to say here, but
I guess
it's inspired. I'd say that it's likely inspired by that game. I don't say it's complete ripoff.
I guess a better question might be this. Do you think, if you go and play Castlevania now, will you be thinking of Master of Darkness?
Yeah, I think so. With the same style of gameplay and stuff. Style of the game and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
There are a lot of game mechanics that cross over, but I feel like in general, Master of Darkness is kind of faster than Castlevania. The cane does an insane amount of damage. So you don't even need the axe.
That was a hammer.
That's I don't know.
Yeah, it's a hammer.
It's a hammer?
Yeah.
I guess
it's a wooden stick with a metal head at the end.
What did you call it?
I thought it was a hammer, but then someone on the forum said, "Oh, it's a cane," and I realized, oh, it can't be a sledgehammer because the head's too small, right?
I thought it was just like a normal hammer.
But then, wouldn't the handle be a whole lot shorter?
Not necessarily.
Maybe it's a long hammer?
I guess, yeah. But yeah, that hammer seems to do a lot more damage than even the fully powered whip in Castlevania.
Well,
So
maybe the Belmonts should reconsider their arsenal.
this is a good
Next
point.
time they go fight Dracula, bring a gun.
That's it's one of the secondary weapons that Dr. Social has.
Is that how you pronounce that?
Dr. Social?
It seems like
how do you
such a
pronounce
weird-
that word?
I don't know.
Is ultra
I
Seems
thought
like an odd title for a character. Dr. Social.
he has parties every Sunday. Isn't it just spelled Sociial?
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, I just assumed. Maybe that's a nickname that one of his patients gave him.
He doesn't bring the patients inside. He goes out to the waiting room and talks to everybody.
Oh god, it's Dr. Social. So, I guess we hit that topic. I guess I should ask, is that the sense you guys got from the combat? Like, does it seem a little faster than Castlevania? Shouty?
Well, from what I've seen from videos, it seems like it takes a long time to defeat enemies in Castlevania, whereas in Master of Darkness, it's usually just 2 or 3 hits max.
Yeah. The Warrior fan?
Yeah, I'd say the combat was, faster, but it helps that you had a variety of weapons too.
If you
I think
stick with the
the
knife, it's gonna
action
take a
was-
while.
What?
If you stick with the knife, it's gonna take a while to kill guys.
Yeah. Yeah, the knife's no whip.
I have an inspirational poster that says that.
It's a picture of a Master of Darkness zoomed in screenshot, and it says the knife is no whip.
That's right, how did you know?
I made it. That was me.
Oh. That's our main topic, but we still have some lingering questions that was on my mind. What do you make of the floating white heads that give you items? Shouty.
Well, speaking of the knife, I think they're a terrible way to store items because you have to be close enough to hit them to get whatever's in the head, but you don't necessarily know what's in the head, so you may end up with a knife and you might not know it.
Yeah, I'm really cautious around those. I generally give myself plenty of space. Unless it's over a bottomless pit, because that means it's a light.
Yeah. Or does it? Okay, it does.
What?
Yeah, I just
Oh,
yeah, most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, Zan, do you have trouble with the floating heads?
Sometimes. Yeah, sometimes they're a bit hard to hit, and I just have to try to hit and hope that what falls on is not just a knife. Because I lose my.
That's always funny when it is just a knife.
I think that it's a good enough idea, but could have been done a bit better.
I don't even know why the knife is an item pickup. You start out with it. Why would you want it again?
I think that's just it. I think they did it so to trick you to, power down.
That's terrible difficulty.
So they're imitating ghosts and goblins.
Goose and goblins. Goose and goblins.
But that is something that game does. Just sticks you with items you don't want.
The new sequel, Geese and Ganders.
I've noticed often this like you get the knife right before a boss fight. That's the last hit before a boss fight. And then the boss comes up and Like,
Has that
Yeah,
happened?
That is a problem. Yeah, it especially happens in the final boss.
Oh
There's a floating
no!
head, and if you're not careful about it, you'll end up getting a knife.
Maybe you get the good ending that way.
I think it did teach me to be patient with what comes out of the head first. You know, just stand there and see what comes out before, barging through.
Be patient about receiving gifts.
Yes. Don't look a floating face in the mouth.
Well, I don't think I'd look at any floating faces.
That's just not a thing I generally do.
Something about the floating faces. I'm not, I did play through most of the classic Castlevanias, but my memory on this is kind of fuzzy. But I think the floating faces always guaranteed a certain item would come out of them.
Yeah.
And I think that it was, in Castlevania, it's usually a little more random with that, right?
I think if you have a fully upgraded whip, that turns into a heart. But I don't think it goes beyond that. Like, all the item placements are the same, right? Secondary weapon placements.
All item placements in Master Darkness are the same. They're not random.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just thinking of, newer Castlevanias, but I forget if old Castlevanias had fixed item spaces or not.
I think they were semi-fixed.
Somewhere.
Actually, speaking of Castlevania, one thing I like is that in Rondo of Blood, and I think in Rondo of Blood, but at least in Symphony of the Night, when you pick up a secondary weapon, you poop out the one you're already carrying, so you can just go and pick it up again. So that would have been helpful for Master of Darkness.
yes.
That reminds me of Kirby.
Yeah.
It does?
Yeah, because you have to, if you have power already, you have to remove it to pick up another one. But
Oh yeah.
it'll still be a star. They can go back and get that.
Huh.
If you have any second guesses.
The only caveat there is that if you take a power, that the star you spit out disappears, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
That's
think
a lie.
in Kirby's Return to Dreamland, it flickers a bit, then it disappears.
Okay.
So,
Yes.
at the beginning of the podcast, Shouty said he played Castlevania 4, and you said that didn't count as Classicvania, right?
Yeah. I stand by that.
So, you know how people usually group it as Classicvania and Metroidvania?
Well, in that sense, Super Castlevania the 4th would be Classicvania.
Right, so I was wondering where you would group it.
I think it's outside of either. Like, it doesn't fit either mold.
You think it exists outside the epic?
The Castle Rock song.
But yeah, it's Super Castlevania 4 has a much bigger focus on aesthetics than the tightly paced combat, I think.
I think in that respect, it's a combination of both. Then.
Well, I can understand this.
You know
Or
what?
like
Shouty has
Rondo.
I mean, sorry to interrupt, but Shouty does have kind of a point in that the Symphony of the Night Vanias are kind of more about aesthetics than combat.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at first at least, but then by Ecclesia they got kind of brutal. But you were gonna say more, Cam?
Oh, well, I could understand if you had trouble classifying, Rondo of Blood, Because that sort of has, lots of elements of both types. I
Actually,
sort of see it as, transition.
well,
Is it
okay.
Just before, what?
I think transition makes sense. But you don't think Rondo of Blood is, very Classicvania?
I think it's got elements of Castlevania and elements of Metroidvania. Because, you got Well, I suppose Castlevania 3 had multiple paths too, didn't it?
Yeah. And you have multiple characters, but that's in 3 as well.
Oh, then.
And then Dracula X is just way old school.
I never played Dracula. Is that like Rondo of Blood without the stage choices?
I think it shares assets with Rondo of Blood, but the gameplay is much rougher. Like it's just balls to the walls. I don't think any of the bosses are the same, but I haven't gotten too far in Dracula X.
So what is it about Castlevania 4 that makes it so like the whip?
The combat feels so different. And a large part of that is the control you get over the whip, the power you have with the whip.
Oh.
I don't like that Ego Raptor thinks Castlevania 4 is a pile of poop, but his commentary isn't without merit. That there's like a...
What do you say?
He said that the whip basically ruins Castlevania 4, that it makes sub-weapons useless, and there is some truth to that. And he says that makes it a bad game. I say it makes it a different game.
I don't think it ruins the sub-weapons.
Like
I found using the sub-weapons even though I had master over the whip.
Like what? Like which sub-weapon?
I don't know, there's a timer.
Yeah, you really can't do that with a whip, can you?
No, you can't stop time with a whip. I mean, you can break the sound barrier with it, but you can't stop time.
Do a sonic boom with your whip?
I mean, technically, all cracks of the whip are sonic boom.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The more you know.
But there's also some long-range weapons, like, the cross. Like, I think that the secondary weapons are just good if they're long range or just special, like the timer.
Part of Ego Raptor's point is that the whip is so long that stuff like the knife don't really make a difference. You do kind of cover half the screen, right?
Do you?
It seems pretty big.
I don't remember that being that large. Maybe I was too skittish to get close to an enemy to use the whip.
Maybe I'm playing too much Mega Man 7.
Why would Mega Man 7 have to do with it?
I feel like Mega Man 7's the poster child for big SNES games.
Oh. That was long to the past. Oh well.
After the podcast, WarioFan and I had a chat. He made the point that Castlevania 2 is another weird one. Even though we said Super Castlevania 4 and Rondo of Blood were kind of transitional games between classic and Metroid-inspired Castlevanias, Castlevania 2 takes the cake. It has a contiguous world where you can freely roam from one point to any other, but it still has quote-unquote levels in the form of dungeons. Anyway, up next, we've got a quote that makes us consider the role of stress in video games.
I just wanted to hit one more topic. This doesn't have to do with Master of Darkness at all. This is just what's going on in the world around us. So this past week, Gamasutra interviewed Adam Saltsman, and if you don't know who he is, he's the creator of Canabalt. Have you all played Canabalt?
Oh yes, I played it.
No, I haven't. I'm not even familiar with it.
And Zan, have you played it? It's WarioFan, do you want to tell him what it is, or should I?
It's one of those endless runner types. Except it's really endless.
It's procedurally generated.
Yeah. You're running around on rooftops.
Yeah, it looks really cool. It's like 8-bit, but you still...
that is it all black and white?
Yeah.
Oh, that. That's a flash computer.
Right. That's back when they didn't have color cameras.
I didn't know. people shot their video games.
Yeah, you got to get the footage somewhere.
Okay.
Anyway.
Just reluctantly accept that fact, Shotty.
So, Adam Saltsman, when he was interviewed, said this, and I quote, "Randomness, when used correctly, gets you in this crisis management state of mind. This can be really stressful in real life, but is kind of exhilarating and fun in games." Shouty, is this something you experience?
Yeah, I think I do, at least. But, that sense of anxiety and panic that you speak of kind of reminds me of the timer in Pikmin and how it's caused such a controversy when Miyamoto revealed that Pikmin 3 is going to have a time limit. And I think that the time limit helps to manage your time better and create that sense of anxiety.
Yeah, Pikmin's kind of a laid-back game if you don't have that timer there.
Yeah, and it bothers me because in Pikmin 2, I feel like the plot also has the ability to give a time limit since, you're in debt. But when you play through Pikmin 2 and you don't do anything for one particular day, Olimar will note in his log that he hasn't done anything. Or he'll get an email from a family member or his boss that isn't very productive.
What does his family know about what he's doing? Is he sending back? Like, today I picked up a...
No. You get emails from your family. Yeah, throughout the game. Well, you get emails from Olimar's family.
Oh, not my real family.
Not your... Yes. I don't know. Maybe your family is emailing you about how you're playing Pikmin 2. Anyway, I just think that adds some validity to it.
So you stress is something you look for in games and something you appreciate.
Yeah. Well, not something I look for, but I do appreciate it.
Warrior fan, what do you think? Like, do you appreciate stress in games?
Do I appreciate stress?
Yes.
Oh, boy, that really depends. I think, I don't know.
Is this question stressing you out?
Persona 4 kind of has that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like you got a certain time limit within the game to beat a dungeon. The time limit is in days, calendar days.
Is this real world days?
Huh?
Is this real world days?
No, in game.
Okay.
Days go by fast in those games. So like if you don't manage to beat a dungeon by a certain date, then you lost.
So you just got to start the dungeon over?
Yeah, I think I heard that if you lose, it warps you back to the first day of that dungeon being available. I'm not sure about this.
So this isn't something you've experienced personally?
No. Actually, I've been managing it real well, but
fingers crossed.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping maybe Pikmin 3 doesn't do that where like if you don't beat a planet or whatever by the next foggy day, somebody dies. That would be horrible.
Somebody dies.
You have been chosen off the island. Pikmin survivor.
So, Zan, is there like any game that stands out to you as a game that got you in a crisis management state of mind?
Let me think. The closest I've been is like when the times we have to run out of Mario. I have to just get to the goal as fast as I can.
Mario's a time limit.
Oh, when the music goes fast?
Yeah. When I just gonna run the level, maybe trying to do a certain thing over and over, and then whoops, the time's out. Better go get to go. Yeah.
I think that's especially true in New Super Mario Bros. Games where you have to collect star coins.
That
You
was
have to explore the level as if it were like a level in a 3D Mario game.
That's a good point. Like, One thing I forgot, is that New Super Mario Bros. U, I feel like the time limits were consistently 100 seconds too short for me.
Compared to other New Super Mario Bros. Games?
I don't know that necessarily. I kind of had the same problem in New Super Mario Bros. 2, and it's been too long since I've played the other two. Does 3D Land have time limits?
Does actually.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
And I feel like the time limits are almost unnecessary. Because you're exploring a 3D world. I feel like you should have as much time you want to, like, just take it all in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a 2D side scroller, pretty much everything you see on the screen is what the level's going to look like. I don't think there are going to be any real surprises.
I don't know.
I don't think I had any real time limit issues with New Super Mario Brothers unless I was star coin hunting.
Yeah.
But I've only played, DS and Wii so far, so.
So maybe this is kind of a hard question for us as regular people. But why do you think that it is fun to get in a crisis management state of mind when it's a game, when in real life it's like an awful feeling? Chowder?
Because when you get stressed out in real life, you're expecting real life consequences.
Half-Life?
Yes. Cool word away. You're gonna get radiation poisoning from the quarter life, but no, seriously, like when you're in real life, you only have one life, but in a video game, you can either save or try again with another life. And I think that's why video games are entertaining, because you can pretty much do in a video game what you can't do in real life. In real life, you have multiple chances.
So it's sort of video games allow you to solve problems that you couldn't solve in real life. And
at least without the consequences.
Right. Wario
Yes.
fan, do you have any thoughts?
I suppose it's kind of like it's probably because the reward itself, is what I'm gonna say. Like managing to do all that within the time limit and then coming out strong. It's like, yeah, go me.
You don't think real life can be just as rewarding?
Well, you don't get Pikmin in real life.
No, but you can get good things in real life, like a sense of accomplishment from doing something.
I don't know. I procrastinated on like every essay I had in high school.
Maybe it's not school. Maybe it's just a passion, like an artistic passion.
A passion for procrastinating essays.
Not quite what I meant.
I think I had that in college. One time I finished an essay 2 hours before it was due, like a 12-page essay.
Did you manage to do all 12 pages?
Yeah.
Oh.
I finished it. I didn't start it.
Oh. You didn't have my...
Zan, like, do you have any thoughts on, like, why it would be fun to have stress in video games but not in real life?
Yeah, well, it makes more challenging and again, like that can be fun. Yeah.
So you think video games are more challenging than real life?
No.
Or do you prefer the challenges that video games have to offer over real life?
Yeah, I'd say that.
Alright.
To be fair, in real life you never get a chance to kill a vampire, so you do have a point.
Yeah,
I
guess the challenges of real life are just mundane.
In real life you can't just wait to do those challenges.
Yeah, there's a lot of waiting in real life.
You know, there's a lot of waiting in Majora's Mask. So.
So since games are like there's games doesn't have consequences and stuff in real life, then that makes it more fun than real life challenges.
Yeah, that's the interpretation I would stick with. You're not gonna get fired if you don't kill a vampire.
Or pay off your debt.
Yeah. This is why I wish the fiscal cliff were in a video game.
We could just go off to go to a far off planet and get treasure from there.
You know that that is full circle. I like that. So, final question about Master of Darkness. Would you play a sequel in the styling of Kirby's Epic Yarn?
Dr. Social's Epic Yarn?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Of course.
So, I guess that's all we've got for this time. I don't know how frequently we're going to do this. I guess if you're listening to this, that means I've successfully found a place to upload the podcast. If you want to check out the Commune, it's pretty cool. We're open to anyone, so long as you're not a vagabond. We're at forums.vgthought.com. You can register, check us out. We get a lot of spam registrations though, so it might take a few hours for someone to come along and give you access. But just be patient.
But I want a handbag salesman bot to come on our podcast. Why can't we?
You want a handbag salesman on the podcast?
Yes.
Oh, the Christian in the boats and high heels.
Yeah.
He could provide some pretty good insight.
So, I guess that's Shouty's final word. Wario fan, do you have any final words?
Don't spit against the wind.
Good advice. Zan, you have anything to say?
I was thinking about nothing. Yeah.
That's good. Alright. I'll see you around.
All of the music used in this podcast was from Master of Darkness. One final note. During the recording, I always called on folks in alphabetical order, but that kinda gave Zan the short end of the answering stick. In the future, we'll try to even things out and switch up the answering order. Anyway, till next time.